Hello, we're live. Hello, I'll wait for a few more minutes. How's everybody? Hi, I hope you're feeling better. How you feeling today? Hope you're feeling better, sis. Glad you made it. I was gonna call and check on you. So we're gonna wait like about a minute or so, just to let other people get in the room, and then we're gonna get started. We have a lot to cover tonight. Going to go a little deeper into what we have been talking about. And I'm pretty excited about this topic. So it's not it's not going to be a long, drawn out, like lecture type topic, but it will give us some more foundational information. I mean, you guys know that I have to let my mother know. She might be already on the thing, but I don't know. So usually I send her something saying, "Hey, Mom, I'm live," and then she signs in. So give it about a minute. And in the meantime, anyone is on who can go ahead and grab their belongings. Thank you so much. Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, close that door for me because I am live. Thank you. Okay, we'll get going. About 30 seconds. Okay, so I've kind of told everybody I wanted to remind, and we're going to get started now. Hope you have your tea. I hope you have your water, whatever you're drinking while we're doing this. Let me put my phone on mute. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, hey, good evening, Ike. How you doing? That's my Nigerian son, my domino partner who is humble enough to get beat every once in a while. Welcome to the live stream. Got Niger in the house. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to keep you long and I want to be respectful of your time. Let me grab my... Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me just make sure everything is going okay. Everything's working. Okay, everything is working. Hi, baby. My daughter is in the house. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, like I said, I don't want to drag this out. We do have a few things to cover. So while you're in here, please remember to give this video or live stream a thumbs up. It really would help out a lot. Okay. So I just want to say welcome, whether this is your first time joining us live or if you're catching the replay, I'm glad you're here. And to all my returning sisters and brothers, Welcome to day 3 of the 5-day personal vision and mission statement challenge. The first thing I want to do is make sure that you can hear me okay. We're going to do a quick sound check. I probably need to turn myself up some. And if you could put a 60 in the chat to let me know that you can hear me, that will be great. It's very helpful for me. Let me see. Do we have some 60s or do I need to adjust my sound? Okay, thank you. So we have 60 in the chat. So it looks like the sound is okay. Thank you for that. It helps me to make sure that we're all connected. And let me pull my light over here. You guys, I'm still trying to learn the YouTube stuff. I sometimes I'm on here struggle streaming, and that's okay. This is all about progression. So I'm still learning lights and action and all that stuff, and how to turn the lights and all that. So I need my youngest daughter here. She was in theatrics and art. So, all right, let's get started. So, welcome back. I want to honor you for showing up today. Okay. I just want to honor you guys. Now, I hold a master's in leadership and organizational studies and have completed all of my doctoral coursework in leadership except my dissertation. Okay. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: when your vision is clear, your steps become intentional. Okay. So this challenge is shaped by lived experience, soul work of my own. Okay. The conviction that purpose isn't found, it's built. So it's not an accidental thing. Yes, I do believe that we are born with certain purpose that God created us for, but I also believe that it's our responsibility to ensure that we are living a life that honors and aligns with our purpose. So as we step into day 3, know that what you're doing, it matters. And I'm honored to walk this journey with you. Before we jump in, let's just pause a moment and complete a simple reminder of housekeepings. I want to make sure you're settled and that this time that we have set aside feels calm, focused, and truly honors yours. If you have any questions, please ask them now, as I will not be answering questions during our reflective writing segment. Just drop your question in the chat with a capitalized Q in front. Again, I won't be answering questions during the writing segment, but if you are watching the replay, feel free to leave a comment or question below the video. If you're watching the replay, understand that I do respond to those questions pretty much on a daily basis. The replay will be available immediately after the live stream. So you can always go back and rewatch, pause, reflect as much as you need to. Now, feel comfortable, please indicate where you're joining us from and one goal area that you will focus on during the 5-day personal vision and mission statement challenge in the chat. Now, this, if you feel comfortable, I can start. I'm focusing on my health and wellness. That's the goal area that I will be focusing on. So if anybody else feels comfortable and feels so led to share, please go ahead. So I want to say good evening. Happy Wednesday. Popping in again, sis. Blessings to you. Doing great. From Danny of Natural Danny Ally. Hey, my little brother is on the line. Rob, how you doing, Rob? Good evening, little brother. And good afternoon or good evening, Lori. Been praying for you guys. Love you guys. I have Chineri signing in from LA, and she says, I'm focusing on professional growth. And I believe my Nigerian son is in here. What are you focusing on, sir? I'm calling him out. Okay. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and grab something to write with. And your personal vision and mission statement for Black women. Note the workbook is entirely optional. Some people have it, some don't. You don't need it to participate in the challenge. You can use a notebook, okay? You can use a dedicated notebook, a journal, or whatever you have, and you're to write down the prompt of the day when I share it. If you are interested in personal, if you are interested in purchasing the personal vision and mission statement workbook for Black women, you can find it on Amazon. I'll post the link in the chat box as well as the pinned comments of this video. You can also find it in the description of this video as well as the homepage of this YouTube channel. So, honey, it is everywhere. If you want to buy it, it's there. Okay. All right. So, this is what you can expect today from today's live. And we're going to go through this quickly because I want to make sure you have enough time to fill out your prompt of the day. Okay. So I'll guide you through a short reminder today for about 10 or 15 minutes max. Actually, it's a training because it's a new introduction. So it's going to be short. I'll give the prompt of the day, which will which will also be posted. I need to drink some water. Hold on. Okay. I'll give you the prompt of the day, which will also be posted in the chat. Then for the remainder of our time, we're going to move into a quiet, introspective, and reflective writing segment. Okay. And let's see. So please feel welcome to quietly leave when you have finished your reflective writing prompt. Maybe put a hands up in the emoji as you leave out if you want to. However, if you do not complete your writing within the 40 minutes, and that would be around 6:40 Pacific Standard Time, I believe that's 8:40 Central Standard Time, and 9:40 Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry about it. I plan to stay on the live quietly for about 60 minutes. Okay, so you can go ahead and don't even worry. I want you to take your time when you're answering. So I believe I have covered everything as far as the housekeeping and reminders go. If I missed anything, please put it in the chat. If you're ready to go, drop a thumbs up emoji in the chat. And let's see if we have anyone else joining us. All righty. So let's go for it. Let's do this. So on day one, I'm going to just give a recap of day 1 and 2, a very quick one. On day 1, you drafted your personal vision statement for the one goal area of your life. Yesterday, which was day 2, you drafted your personal mission statement for day 1. Excuse me, you drafted your personal mission statement for the one goal area of your life. Okay. You learned that your personal mission statement is an inspirational and motivational declaration of your future aspirations, and based on your core values serves as a guide for making what you want to accomplish or where you desire to go in your life a reality. You also learned that your personal mission statement details the strategy you'll use on achieving your personal mission goal. And we'll get more into strategy. I believe that's tomorrow. And where intention meets movement. Today, we're turning our attention to your personal motivational statement for the one goal area that you have chosen to nurture and to grow in. Okay. So, what is a personal motivation statement? It's the why section. Okay. It's the why section of the workbook. Again, if you don't have the workbook, don't worry about it because you're going to write it down and I'll show you how to do that. So, your motivation, your personal motivational statement explains your why you've chosen to focus on a particular goal area right now. It's the driving force behind your decision to create a vision and mission for this part of your life. And again, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat pod. Now, I encourage you to write a personal mission motivational statement for each goal area you're working on. Right now, we're just working on one during the challenge. This helps you to stay connected to specific reasons behind your commitment in every area of your life. Now, I want to differentiate something. This why is distinct from the broader why found in your purpose statement, which addresses the foundational reason you exist in your overarching life mission. That's your purpose why. Okay, that's the big why. In contrast, the personal motivational statement, it zeroes in on why this specific goal matters to you and why it's important to bring your personal vision for this goal area to life. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I explained that. Okay, so people don't mix them up because they both say why. Now, I want you to think of it like this. Your personal vision statement describes what you aspire to be or where you want to go in this goal area, the destination or future you're aiming for. Your personal mission statement outlines how you plan to get there, the big actions and habits and mindsets that move you forward. And again, we're even going to break down a personal mission statement a little bit more tomorrow during day 4. Your personal motivational statement reveals why this journey matters, the deeper reasons and personal significance fueling your commitments. Understanding this why is essential. It becomes a wellspring of encouragement and resilience when challenges arise and when you feel like giving up. And you know what? Stuff happens, life happens. Like they say, life be lifing, and there are times where you may want to give up. So, revisiting your motivational statement is what will help you to get that little lift you need. Well, that in prayer, to get that lift you need to remember, okay, I don't want to take this walk today. You read that motivational statement and it will help you to remember why you wrote the personal vision statement for that one goal area, why you wrote the personal mission statement for that goal area. And it goes beyond remembering why you wrote the statements, but why you committed to that one goal area. Okay. So let me just look and see if we have any questions because we're going to get into the prompt of the day. Let me go and see. Okay. That distinction. Okay. So Chineri says that distinction between the motivational statement why and the purpose statement why was helpful for me. Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I thought about it. So I better say something about that. So thank you. Thank you for saying that, baby. And yes, she's 28, you guys, but she's still my baby. So the prompt of the day, write a personal motivational statement for the one goal area that you chose. Again, write a personal motivational statement for the one goal area that you chose. I have the prompt in the actual, I posted it in the chat pod. Now, I do want to give you some hints on how you can do this. As you write your personal motivational statement for the one goal area you selected today, ask yourself, and you don't have to remember these because I'll put them in the chat. You can ask yourself a few questions. Why did I choose this goal area? Why is this goal important to me? Okay, the first two. I'll put those in there now. Why did I choose this goal area? Why is this goal important to me? Answering those two questions, and I have some more, will help you to help kind of capture your goals, and write your motivational statement. It'll help guide you and, kind of give you a jumping point if you don't know where to start. Okay. So the next two questions: what values or experience makes this meaningful? What values or experience make this, and this being making this personal vision goal a reality? What makes it meaningful? Okay. How will achieving this goal impact my life or others? So the reason it says my life or others, because some of us during the challenge are going to be focusing on goals that will impact and that are personal for us. For example, I mentioned earlier, I'm focusing on health and wellness. So I would be answering how achieving this goal is impactful for my life. Someone else may say that they want to become a work on their career and they want to get their teaching certificate. So then their achieving this goal could be two: one, impacting their life, how it makes them, become a teacher, how that feels for them, and two, the people that they serve. Remember, we talked about your tribe, how it could be, in this case, students, it could be single moms, it could be widows, it could be college students, it can be electrical engineers, scientists, researchers, what have you. So, answering these questions can help us to kind of make sense of our motivation. And I shouldn't say make sense, I should say articulate it better to make it come to life for us. And then the last two questions, and there are more, but I'm going to just give these six, and you don't even have to answer all of those, right? You can just answer the ones that are going to help you. So the last two: what feelings am I honoring by pursuing it? And it again would be that one go area, right? What feelings am I honoring by pursuing it? That one go area. And what if I gave up on this goal? What if I gave up on this goal? Now, you can answer all of those questions, one of them, two of them. It's up to you. I'm probably going to spend some time answering each one of them. Okay. Um, so let me look and see if there's any questions before I move on to the next part. And this is really quick. I just want to give some quick tips for those using the notebook or those using the workbook on how you can kind of get this journal down. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing, excuse me, is I will be writing. So I'm going to be working on my personal vision is in this, in the, is, you can see, is health. All right. Let me put this down for a minute. Is health. Oh, I'm doing the wrong way. Health and wellness. Okay. But if you I'm sorry, the motivational section is right here. But what I'm going to be doing, and I encourage you to do if you have the notebook, you have the workbook, is to turn to your notes page. Okay. Behind the section for whatever you chose. Okay. You should have about 5 pages of notes, but you can answer those questions here. Okay. Any thoughts, don't even have to be the questions, any thoughts you have about motivation and how you think you may want to articulate your motivational statement. And then once you have those thoughts written down, you can condense them. I plan to condense them and go back and write maybe 2 or 3 sentences that reflect my motivational statement in the area designated for. For example, this one says motivation for health and wellness. That's what it says. So you might have, like Janeri says, she's doing professional, I think, development or professional growth. She would fill it out for motivational for professional growth. Okay. So I do want to address the individuals who are using a notebook, and this is great too. What you would do is write down personal motivational statement in your notebook and write it for whatever your one goal area is. You're going to write it down and then just start answering the questions on a separate sheet of paper, same, in the notebook, in your dedicated notebook, and start doing the same thing. You're going to just write down, hey, this is what I am uh, working on. And this is why I selected this by answering the questions that'll help you. And again, this is for one goal area. Okay. Write your things down, anything that comes to mind. You don't have to use those questions. You can change the questions, whatever. Okay. And on an additional sheet, then you want to, on the same sheet, you want to narrow things down. So narrow your thoughts down into about, I said 3, maybe 4 sentences or one sentence. If you want to do one sentence, that's fine. I probably will do 3 to 4 short sentences that will indicate how you will work towards making your personal vision a reality. And really, we're not, excuse me, let me change something here. Shortened sentences, and let me correct myself. Short sentences as to why you selected this and how that's going to help, encourage you to move towards your vision and making it a reality. So I apologize for that. Okay. And if there are any questions, I might have mixed everybody up there. Okay. So unless there's any questions, let's go ahead and begin our reflection and writing time. You're welcome to put on soft, calming music in the background or sit in silence, whatever helps you to feel most grounded. Take your time. Remember to take as many grace breaks as you need. Stand up, stretch, breathe. You'll see me in here moving around, drinking my herbal tea, drinking water. Okay. Think this is your space to think, to listen, and to write what's true for you. I'll be writing alongside you. Okay. So I'm going to put myself on mute, begin writing now, and we'll come back in um, about 30, 40 minutes from now. So this is going to take us to about 7 o'clock. But again, because it's at 6:30 for me now. And again, I'll stay on until like 7:30. You don't have to stay on. You can finish. You can leave when you finish, but I'll stay on until about 7:30 for people who need more time. Okay. All righty. I'm going to mute myself now. Hi, for those who have just joined today, three, we are working on writing our motivational statement. And so, for those of you who have already heard this, maybe you can mute me, and I will briefly go over what we're covering for those who just joined. So, we talked about the motivational statement being our why. Okay, why we selected this one goal area. And we differentiated this why from the why in our purpose. The why that has to do with our purpose as to why we were created, why we're here. That's a whole different why. It's a larger why. The motivational statement deals with the why that's specifically directed towards why you selected the one goal area that you will be working on through the remainder of this challenge. I also mentioned that my goal area that I'm working on is health and wellness. So the motivational statement that I am writing will talk about why I selected this particular goal area. So we went briefly over the personal vision statement and how all of these statements tie together. We talked about how we learned that our personal vision statement is an inspirational and motivational declaration of your future aspirations and based on your core values and serves as a guide for making what you want to accomplish and where you desire to go in your life a reality. We also talked about that we learned your personal mission statement details the strategy you'll use to achieve your personal vision. And this is where intention meets movement. We'll talk more about strategy tomorrow during day 4. So today's prompt of the day is to write a personal motivational statement for the one goal area that you chose. Some people chose personal growth. So that person would turn in their workbook to the personal growth area. Okay. They would turn to the personal growth area. And the motivation statement is here. I don't know if you could see that. But before we write that, the condensed statement itself, what we're doing is we're going to the notes section of the workbook to answer the questions that I'll go over in a second. And from that, you can make a condensed statement. If you don't have the workbook, it's no problem. Workbook is not required, it's optional. You can just take your notebook that you're using or journal that's dedicated for the challenge and just write motivational, personal motivational statement at the top. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to write out the things that are motivating you to focus on this one goal area. Now, I did put some questions that will help you to determine your motivational statements. They are in the chat. One is, why did I choose this goal now? Another is, why is this goal important to me? What values or experiences makes this meaningful? How will achieving this goal impact my life or others? And that could be, for example, some people have a personal one goal area that they're selecting that's only going to impact them. Maybe it is to become a writer. So they want to just do it because that's a life aspiration that they have. Someone else may decide they want to be a doctor to heal the sick. Okay, so there's life goal is going to be attached to other people. So that's what we mean by how will achieving this goal impact my life or others? What feelings am I honoring by pursuing this one goal area? Because during this challenge, we're only working on one goal area. What if I gave up on this goal? We talked about the importance of having a motivational statement because the motivational statement will anchor you, encourage you when you want to give up. And there are times when you will want to give up. Okay. The motivational statement, it reveals why this journey matters. It's the deeper reasons and personal significance for feeling your commitment. Okay. So understanding this why is essential. It becomes a wellspring of encouragement and resilience because life be lifing and you're going to want to give up sometimes. And what you would do is you go back to your motivational statement to remind yourself why you selected this goal area. If you need more information, please feel free to watch the replay of this video. We're past 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time here. I am willing to stay on the live until 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's 9:30 Eastern Standard, 9:30 Central Standard Time, and that's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I'll stay on for another about 30 minutes. I'm going to mute myself. Oh, and the questions are in the chat box. Okay, it's 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. I think that's 8:30 Central Standard Time and 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're still writing, feel free to continue on your own or return to the replay later. It will be immediately available as soon as I end the live. If you finished your prompt for today, well done. Take a moment to celebrate the fact that you showed up for yourself today. Um, and if you want to, you can put in the chat how you're feeling. Tomorrow we'll continue with day 4, where we will explore vision strategies. So for now, rest, reflect, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? Talk soon. And thank you so much for coming. I'm going to end the live now.